Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I don't know whether it's just me, but do you feel like 2024 has just absolutely shot by each and every one of us? It's amazing how fast this year has gone. At least for me, it's just I feel like I started the year, I planned all these goals, and I wanted to get things done. And it seems like now I'm looking at the end of the year, pretty much the last day. I'm making this post on the 31st. So this will be my final post on this channel for the year. So it's amazing how fast it's gone by. I just wanted to take some time today and reach out to all of you and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the channel, subscribing to the channel, commenting on the channel and on my content, and giving me really honest feedback on how I'm doing. And really appreciate all the support you guys have given me, both online and offline, with all the encouragement and the support and the kind words. So I really do appreciate all of that, and I'm really thankful for having each and every one of you in my life in some shape or form. So thank you once again for all the support with what I'm doing here. The creation of this channel has been a really interesting journey for me. I've always wanted to, help people through their journey, through their lives, and it's something very personal to me where I always enjoy reaching out to people, talking to people, understanding what they're going through in their lives, and if there's anything I can do to help them, I really do enjoy helping them and giving them the advice. And I believe that I'm in my 40s now, so I've learned quite a few things in my life. I've been through a few interesting journeys, through some interesting experiences, and I truly believe that I can help out a lot of people out there with the knowledge and the experience I have. So yeah, setting up this channel, coming up with content, creating the content, balancing my work life, my personal life, and the channel, it's been a really interesting journey. But I feel that it is something I want to continue doing, and I feel that it's certainly at a personal level, the channel has really helped me as well to find my passion and working towards helping others. I've really found that passion which I really enjoy. So I thought it would be good for me to share how I've experienced this year, and perhaps some of you will actually resonate with this, or you might have had similar experiences as well. But I think when I started the year, I set up a lot of goals for myself. I mean, and these were in different areas of my life, where I said, all right, in this area of my life, my personal life, I'm going to do this, and my professional life, and I'm going to do this. And I had I think if I reflect back, I had around 6 or 7 or 8 goals, which was a ridiculously high amount of goals in hindsight. So, and what happened was that, as the year went by, I tried to focus on all these multiple goals and multiple things which I wanted to do. And what happened was that it actually, I ended up not achieving, I think, more than 50% of those goals. So I think I learned a very valuable lesson this year around goal setting, which is to not have too many goals. And I know there's a lot of people out there who talk about this, and I myself have read some of these books and done some of these things, but sometimes you're so passionate and you want to get so many things done, and you want to run like 1,000 miles an hour to get things done, and then these kind of things tend to happen. So yeah, that was a really interesting point in my life this year where I just felt like I just tried to do too much, and as a result I did face a little bit of burnout, which was not good, right? So yeah, that's definitely a valuable lesson for me this year. And as a result of me setting up all these goals, I kind of felt like I've been stuck and I couldn't really progress. I didn't really progress in my life or some of the things I wanted to do. And because when your focus is trying to do multiple things at any given time, that really does not go well, because you need laser focused energy to get anything done, right? So if you're having anything you want to do this year, my recommendation for you would be to have maybe 1 to maximum 3 goals and just have laser focus on them, right? So Yeah, or else you're just going to end up in this situation where you're trying to do all these things, and either you'll do a half-baked job, or you will end up with a burnout because you're trying to do all these things. And me being the kind of person I am, sometimes I get frustrated when I can't hit a milestone in a goal, or I'm like, oh, I haven't done this, and I start thinking about it, and I get stressed about it, and then that just takes me down this whole negative spiral, right? So yeah, I think that's something which all of you guys out there listening to this should be mindful about as well. And reflecting back on the year, I'm also filled with so much of gratitude for all the good things I have in my life, all the blessings I have. I'm grateful for the wonderful country I'm living in. I'm grateful for all the wonderful people I have met, who are here, who are in my life, my family. I'm grateful for all the things I have. I consider myself really and truly blessed. And yeah, I'm truly lucky to be where I am in my life. I think the final point of reflection on my life this year is that I actually struggled to find a balance, especially when it comes to my professional life and my personal life and my podcast. I felt that I was just trying to, between the multiple goals and doing all these things, I felt like I really didn't have a good balance. And what happened was that my family life kind of suffered in a way because I was focused on trying to do all things. So has this been the same for you guys? I mean, I'd really be interested to find out what the year's been like for you. I mean, please do comment at the bottom of this video, and just do share what the year's been like for you. What kind of journey it's been for you. With the new year literally, a day away, I think it's important for us to kind of reflect back and look at, pretty much 2024. Usually at this time of the year, people tend to really focus on, I need to set goals for 2025, or what am I going to do in the new year? I want my life to change. Some people might not be happy with their current life. Some people might be wanting to do even better, hit goals, achieve this, achieve that. But what most people, and this is the really interesting one which I see, is that most people fail to look back and reflect on the year before. As we are at the cusp of the new year, I'd really like to encourage each and every one of you who's listening to this at any point in time to look back at your life this year or the past year, and just reflect back and figure out what worked for you. I mean, the starting point would be, I'd start off by understanding what has really gone well for me. There are so many people out there in the world who are suffering at any given point in time, right? There are people who can't afford to put food on the table. There are people who don't have a roof over their head. Some people struggle to find clothes to wear. I mean, there's so much of poverty, so much of sadness, so much of negativity in the world. So you have to look back and realize what's worked well, and what are the blessings you have. This is really important, right? Because this actually makes you appreciate all the things you have. I mean, do you have a roof over your head? Do you have a car to drive? Do you have a job? Do you have a business? Do you have a family? Are you living in a beautiful country, in a beautiful area? Those are things each and every one of us can be grateful for, right? I mean, it's amazing how this completely goes over people's head, right? It's kind of, in a way, strangely human nature too, because you're like, once you get something, you're like really happy about it for a while, and then after a while it just becomes a part of your life, and then you're like, you're no longer thrilled or excited or rejuvenated by it. As human beings, and I'm guilty of this as well, right? As human beings, we do forget all the good things we have in our lives. So it's really important for you to sit back before anything, look back and see what's worked for you. What are all the good things you currently have in your life, right? And then once you have that understanding, and then you'll realize, in most cases you'll realize how blessed and how lucky you are. So that's a good starting point. And then you would look back and try and figure it. And it's important to write these things down as well, right? Not just have all these things going in your head. Just write it down. What are the things I'm grateful for? What are the good things I've had in my life? Just list it out, right? Just list it out on your phone, on some kind of a notes app, or just write it down on a notepad. Then reflect on, okay, what were the challenges? What didn't work for me? What did I try and what did I fail at, right? And once you reflect on what you failed at, then try and figure out, what did I learn from this? So, as an example, did you try to start some kind of a business and, did you fail miserably? So what did you learn from that? Right? And these are the important things you need to realize. Did you try a new hobby and then part of the way you just lost interest, or you just failed, you felt like you were not good at it? So why did that happen? Think about it. Why did that happen? Why did you fail? And the other important thing is, what did you learn from it? Did you learn? Did you grow? Right? So not everything we plan for or not everything we try will work out. Right? You will fail in life, and failure is a really, really important part of your life, right? So if you fail at something, you learn. You might fail at something and realize, what, I don't want to do this anymore, or this hobby is not for me, this business is not for me. But at the same time, you've learned something. You've learned that you're not good at something. So what do you do next? The challenge with people is that as soon as they face the first failure, they tend to give up, right? So don't be one of those people. Take failure as a point of learning and then grow from it. Move on to the next thing. Try and see, okay, what else can I do? What else can I achieve, right? So, yeah, it's important for us, we are at the end of 2024, we are about to start a new year, and, you might have all these ambitions and goals and all these things you want to do, but start by reflecting. Start with gratitude. Start with learning from your previous failures. Some of us don't like to think of failures, but it is a very important part in your life. So, what are your plans for 2025? What would be some of your goals? What would you like to achieve? How would you like to grow? These are some of the things you should be thinking about. Most of us are on holidays, spending time with our loved ones. There is time for reflection. It's important for you to spend some time and think about, and do this in a quiet setting if you can. Think about, what do you want 2025 to be for you and your family and your loved ones? How do you want to start off the year? What do you want to personally achieve? What do you want to achieve from a professional standpoint? Do you want to do something really crazy and, start a new hobby, or do something you've always been thinking about? Do you want to try skydiving? Do you want to try bungee jumping? Do you want to, do an overlanding trip, drive around the country? What do you want to do, right? So it's important for us to start the year with some understanding of where you want your life to be. Don't start the year thinking, oh, yeah, it's going to be another year. I'm just going to do my job. Maybe I'll make some more money. Maybe I'll get a promotion. I'll see if I can. Just don't be one of those people who's just floating around. Don't float around, right? All of us need to have some kind of a purpose in our life. And it's really, really important. Us as human beings, we are goal driven. What keeps us going is that we need to work on something. We need to work on a project. We need to have some kind of goalpost in front of us. That's when your mind is working, your body is working. That's when you're focused and you're working towards something, right? And all of us need a sense of achievement. So do not aimlessly float in the coming new year. Have goals for yourself. Have one goal and just work towards it. Once you work towards a goal and you achieve it, it almost becomes like, it's like a drug. You get hooked on it, right? And then you'll set up another goal and another goal, and you realize, hey, I can actually do this. I can actually change my life. That feeling of empowerment, that is life changing. So 2025 for me will be a pretty interesting year. I plan to focus a lot on my YouTube channel this year and see how I can continue to improve the quality of the production of the videos, the quality of the content I'm bringing towards you, and also focus on more short form content which is aimed at giving you a key message a couple of times a week, which will get you thinking. I mean, at the end of the day, my goal here on this channel is to get you thinking. Where am I in my life? What do I need to do to get out of this situation? What do I need to do to improve myself? And that is my goal. My goal is to help you in some shape or form. If you're in a difficult situation, how do you get out of it? If you feel like you're not really going through life, if you don't feel that energy, you don't feel motivated, what can I do to make you feel motivated, make you feel energized? And if I am able to make a simple change or towards the better for your life, then my job is done, right? So I plan to focus a lot more on the channel, and also I would really like to create more content based on your feedbacks. And I'm going to keep asking this on some of my videos. Please do comment and let me know, what do you want? What would you like me to talk about? What would you like to understand or learn about? And I'll try my level best to give you either my opinion. I mean, by no shape or form am I an expert of all things. I am learning in this journey of life myself as well, right? But yeah, from a channel perspective, from a podcast perspective, I do plan to spend a lot of time working on some really, really good content for you. So I think that's a wrap for 2024. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of this podcast. My goal, as I've said many times before, is to make a difference in your life. And if I have done that in some shape or form this year, that's like a tick for me, and that's a job done for me. So thank you very much. I wish you all the very best of luck for 2025, and I hope you start off the year strong with some really good goals for yourself. I hope you get all the good blessings, all the positive energy in your life. And all of us are in this journey of life together, and as human beings, all of us are one big family. And it's kind of sad people forget this, but we are all trying to do, at least a majority of us are trying to do the right thing to ourselves, to our families, and make life better for everyone. Remember that we are on this earth for a very, very short time, so do not waste your life away, destroy your health, do not create misery for others. Just be happy, share this world, this beautiful world God has given us, and live this life. So once again, thank you very much for being a part of this podcast, this YouTube channel, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to make some kind of a difference in your life. Have a great day, everyone, and Happy New Year.